Alright, so in this part of the chapter, you added the two functions, you subtracted the two functions, now you're going to multiply them. So again, I'm using my examples. You have to do this for the pair of functions you chose, but you're going to take your two functions and you're going to multiply them together. So we're going to call this product of functions, f of x times g of x. Let me do a little dot to show multiplication. Okay, so essentially you're going to do, for me, my two functions are x minus 4 times 2x plus 2. So hopefully you remember from algebra that you have to distribute each term because you're multiplying every term. So you're going to take your x and you're going to multiply it to your 2x and to your plus 2. Then you're going to take your minus 4 and multiply it to the 2x and multiply it to the plus 2. So this is called foiling, distributive property. However you learned it, you're going to take your term and multiply it to the every term of the other multiplicand. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So x times 2x is 2x squared. Okay, x times x squared. X times plus 2 is plus 2x. Minus 4 times 2x is minus 8x. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 8. And there is my function. I can go ahead and simplify this a little bit. I know that these two are like terms. These two are like terms because they both have x's, so I can combine them. So I have 2x squared plus 2 minus 8 is minus 6x minus 8. So this is my new function, 2x squared minus 6x minus 8. Now, this looks a little bit different than your previous function. There's an x squared term here. It's okay if you don't know how to graph this. You can always do a table of values. So that's what I'm going to do for this. But I want you to graph this function, this product of your two functions. So I'm going to do an example by doing a table of values. So I recommend that you do both negative and positive values. So I'm going to have input, my x, my output, which is f times g, right? That's my new function is a product now. So I'm going to go ahead and take negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. My new function is 2x squared minus 6x minus 8, so I'm going to plug in negative 3 wherever there's an x. So it's 2 times negative 3 squared minus 6 times negative 3 minus 8, which is equal to, this is a little too big, so let me decrease it. Wait, that's not really showing. I'm going to do this. 2 times negative 3 squared plus 2 times minus 6 times negative 3 minus 8, which is equal to 2 times 9 plus 18 minus 8, which is equal to 18 plus 18 minus 8, which is equal to 36 minus 8, which is 28. Okay? So, and I can keep doing this. I'm not going to for the sake of time, but you can keep filling out your table of values and graph your function. And I would like for you to graph this by hand in your notebook, but I'm going to show you on Desmos what this function looks like, just so you can get an idea. And it doesn't look like a line, right? If you know what kind of function this is, it's a quadratic function that forms a parabola. And if you don't know, you've never heard that word before, you're not sure what that word means, that's okay. but that's your new function, okay? So you try out your pair of functions, multiply them out, again using your distributive property. Make a table of values if you have to. If you know how to graph a function that looks like this, go ahead. Graph your function in your notebook and then answer the same question as you did in the previous step. So you're going to answer this question. What are some similarities or differences that you notice between f times g and the original functions f and g, and why do you think this is happening? So multiply your two functions, graph them, and then answer this question. When you're finished, take a photo of your work and upload it on DreamSeed.